Jessica.
Hi.
Coincidentally, we saw each other yesterday.
Was it yesterday?
Was it yesterday
oh
or
my God,
day
I had the
before?
longest day of my life. It might have been yesterday.
Maybe it was 2 days ago.
Okay.
Yeah, or 3 days ago, maybe. Because today is Tuesday.
I wasn't sober.
Yeah.
I was with my mother, so
Yeah.
it wasn't
So
so
then
bad.
it was okay.
It was okay.
Yeah, it was weird. I was in the country, and you walked into this place that I go eat all the time.
Yeah, literally, it was just us. And,
yeah, it was me.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it was a weird time of day to eat. So you walked in. It's your mother's birthday, right?
It was my mother's birthday weekend, and she wanted to relive the Sideways movie. So wine tasting was on the agenda.
So this was 2:30. So you had started earlier?
We started earlier. Yeah, walking in and not expecting to see Ellen, and then seeing Ellen. My parents are huge fans, so like they're being loud. I'm like, Dad, be quiet, I'm doing a show, it's so embarrassing. He's like, I know, she's right over there. I'm like, I know she's right over there. He goes, but isn't that weird? She's right behind us. I'm like, Dad, shut up, she can hear. So like we had this whole conversation for about an hour. But yeah.
I couldn't hear you because I was saying the same thing to my friends, like, Jessica Alba's right over there, and she's doing the show. Shut up, Ellen, I know, she's gonna hear you.
Yeah.
No, we thought it was weird. It was just such a
it
strange
was
thing to run into. So now, had you been wine tasting before?
Oh, yeah, before this time?
Yeah.
No.
And what do you do? Like, because I've never done it. Do you?
It's just a very organized.
Don't you spit it out?
Well, they don't really encourage you to spin it. So it's just a very organized way to get drunk.
Yeah.
But we had a driver, so like my mom, ordered a limo.
Right.
So it was very fancy, and we go to these places, and they're, they really want you to drink a lot of wine at each place.
Yeah.
Like you can go to 2 different tables, and they give you, a good amount, and you're tasting like 9 wines per winery.
Really?
Vineyard. Yeah.
And how many wineries did you go to?
We only did 3. My mom was like, we haven't even scratched the surface. And I was like, Mom, 3 is enough. So,
yeah, I saw you because we pulled out after you, and you were pulling into another winery from the restaurant.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh, boy. Yeah. Hope I see her.
Oh, man. The next day, I sure felt it.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, had y'all driven up there?
Yeah. We drove up there, my boyfriend and I. And so, yeah, we were, and we didn't get a lot of sleep the night before because Into the Blue opened, and so you do a little celebratory dinner and then drinks, and then drinks turn into more drinks, and now I just sound like an alcoholic. I'm not an alcoholic. I'm really not. Like this is a special weekend.
No, you weren't being drunk at all. I didn't think you were drunk. So
no, I was like nervously like standing there trying. I was like, oh man, I hope she doesn't see that I'm at door because I'm gonna go to a show and it'll be exposed to the world, and my parents are being loud.
No.
But they weren't.
Seriously, the only thing that when we hugged you smell a little like wine right now, but
That's not true.
No, it's not
My
true.
grandma's watching.
Yeah, your grandma's watching. Don't give me that. Your grandma's seeing you do this the entire movie.
Well, I don't think she's seen the movie yet.
Oh, really?
No.
How does she feel about stuff like that when you're,
She doesn't really appreciate it.
No, not so much?
Not so much. She's not really into me. When I was a kid, we lived with her for a little bit, like part of the time when I was a kid. And I would hear the fly swatter smack against the wall, and I knew my grandma was coming. And it was either I was wearing a bathing suit indoors, or I was
drunk.
Or yeah, or I was eating the food that was always cooking on the stove, which we weren't allowed to eat it until dinner
So she
time.
came walking down the hall, hitting the wall?
Smacking, like you hear like a... And it was the fly swatter hitting the wall, because she gives you, warning. And so we'd run out to the yard and try to hide.
Wait. And would she hit you with the fly swatter?
Well, she just kind of, she just kind of went right down your legs and just kind of dodge them and run away.
That doesn't seem like it would hurt.
No, it hurts.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, there's like the smacking of the plastic, and
What
then...
a weird thing to do.
Well, it was, she always had it in her hand.
Uh-huh.
Now,
The whole family.
She actually, my grandma doesn't really drink.
Is Grandma watching?
Hi, Grandma.
What's
She's
her name?
watching. Isabel.
Hey, Isabel, holla, shout out.
Holla.
All right, so, and how did she feel about you kissing, you actually made out with a monkey.
Yeah.
On the
I
MTV?
did. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of monkeys.
Really?
No.
Oh.
I think they should stay like in the jungle, in
They
trees.
probably feel the same way.
Yeah. I'm not really into animals that, being at people's homes, unless they're dogs or cats. But other than that, they should kind of be out in nature. So, I have to do this.
That being said, I made out with a monkey.
I made out with a monkey. I did. I did this MTV show, and I had to host it, and I was doing the best moments in the MTV Awards. And I was supposed to do the most romantic moments, and they said, okay, and they gave me this copy, and they said, we have 5 minutes to shoot this, and they plopped Tia, the monkey, on my shoulder. And I had to say this whole thing that I was reading, and then it says, my stage direction, Jessica, now turn towards Tia and purse your lips. And I say, now my favorite kiss on screen is this. And I go, and I do this, and I didn't know monkeys had really long tongues.
Oh, yeah.
So Tia really let me have it with all of her monkey saliva and just like went all inside.
What kind of monkey was it? Like a small monkey?
Yeah, I think it was a Reese monkey. I think it was or spider monkey. I don't know. It was little and crazy. And then, so that happened, and I freaked out. So obviously the take wasn't good, so I had to do it again. And the second time, I knew it was coming. So I was like hating life and doing the thing. And then Tia did it, and I went, okay, I'm done. And then she freaked out. So she grabbed my ears. So then Tia's like this, and then she goes, ah! Right in my face. And I'm like, this is why I'm scared of monkeys, because her teeth are this big.
Yeah, you really need to stop drinking. Hey, Jessica, Alba.
Hi.
I haven't seen you in ages.
I know, it's been a long time.
A long, long time.
I feel like I sort of, my second chapter of life as like an entrepreneur, I think I just spent it on this show, basically. And I thank you so much, because having your support really helped so much, tremendously with my business.
Well, congratulations on it. I mean, it's huge. But before we talk about your business, before we talk about anything else, I saw pictures of puppies, and we must talk about them. What kind are they, and are they what?
These little nuggets.
Are they that size now?
They're bigger. They're Bernedoodles. One's miniature, and the other one's a normal-sized. And my daughter's like very allergic. Honor, the oldest one, the 13-year-old. And these dogs she can be around, and it teaches, the kids' responsibilities. They've been asking for 4 years.
Oh, this is the first time you've had dogs?
This is the second, because 4 years ago we had dogs and they passed, and it was like so traumatic.
Yeah.
And so we had to wait just till we all like healed from it.
Yeah.
And then so we got these little ones, but my son never had dogs before, and so he's very jealous. And whenever we pet the dogs, he turns into a puppy. And he starts going like, and then he'll like lay, and he'll go like, and we're like, my husband and I are like, oh, are you mom and dad's little puppy? And he's like, yeah.
Wow.
So we have to like cuddle him and ignore the dogs. It's very strange.
Well, it sounds to me like you have never given attention to your children until you got dogs. And now the kid is like, I have to be a dog to...
You nailed it.
Yeah,
you nailed it, Ellen. Thank you.
It seems like we're gonna...
He goes into the dog's beds all the time, and he like lays there, and literally
adorable.
This dude acts like a puppy.
What is, first of all, what is his name, your child?
This is Hayes.
Hayes, and then what are the dogs' names?
That is Lucille and Dolores.
Ah, that's another good name for identical twins, is Lucille and Dolores, in case anybody has any. But Lucille and Dolores.
Because my kids have weird names.
Uh-huh.
It's like Haven, Honor, and Hayes. They're not like conventional names.
Right.
So I was like, we need real basic old school, like old lady names.
Yeah.
Like real ladies that are just, they know things.
Yes.
And so it just feels like we kind of did the opposite of what most people do.
I also, we had a dog named Mabel because I liked that old-fashioned...
It's very traditional.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that you name your children weird things and your dogs normal things.
It's true. True story.
I like it.
You know what? Therapy.
Yeah.
We're doing it here.
Yeah.
My kids are going to be doing that therapy.
There's
We're completely screwing them up.
No, there's nothing.
No.
I love
Good.
those names. I love all those names.
Thank you.
Let's talk about did you know Zac Efron before you did the TikTok with him? You must have.
I have met him before, but we did this like job in Dubai for tourism, and we basically got to do like 6 fake movie trailers. And anyway, so when we were shooting one of them, I was like, have you ever done TikTok? And he was like, no. And I was like, you're a professional dancer, so this would be really easy for you. I'll just show you the move. And literally in 1 second, this fool like picked it up and it did it perfectly. And I was like, let's do 2 takes, you know, because you're an actor. I don't know if you're gonna like the one. And he was like, yeah, I don't care. And my kids, so I go home and I'm like, bragging about, I'm like, you know, trying to be chill. And I was like, so look at my new TikTok that I did from the thing. And they were like, oh, Mom, why is he in a video? Why do you know him? Like, why are you in the presence of someone that's cool?
Wow.
And I'm like, don't you know who I am? Oh my God.
They don't know who you are.
Don't, and I keep trying to, I'm like, so have you seen Honey? Every time they tell me I'm a terrible dancer and they make fun of me, I'm like, do you know that like I basically created this move, the basketball move? Like that's my move from Honey. Anyway, no, they don't. They think I'm a nerd. They're not into it. Hey, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you. Take that. Take that. And then my daughter, my older one, she's like, Mom, it's just so embarrassing whenever you try to prove to us that you're cool. And I'm like, yeah, I guess I'm that person.
Well, you are cool. You don't need to prove.
Thank you.
But yeah, I from what I hear, it's one of the reasons I don't have children is there's no respect. It's like, you do so much for them, and then they get to a certain age where, you know, and just like, do you know what I've done for you?
What I have sacrificed sleep for 13 years.
Oh, let's start with
you.
Let's start with them coming out of your body.
That is
start
true.
with that.
You guys did a hostile takeover.
Yeah, right.